Juanita, you're quite new in business, and you've also got a fairly new business as well as being new in business. And yet, from what the assessors said last year, you've like come out of the starting blocks like a fast starting block thing. So, based in Mahara and audiologist, have you got any gems that you can share with us about your first couple of years in business that maybe help people who are about to get into business or in a similar situation?
So I guess I've been in business, it'll be 2 years in April, so I am pretty new. And as most of you will probably know, being in business is hard, and I guess it was harder than what I anticipated it to be. But I guess some gems that I've learnt along the way is sort of doing your market research. So, get out there. I spent a lot of time in the beginning doing my business plan of making sure I knew who my target market was, where they were located, and, where I could be so that they could easily access me. So I'm up in Waikanae, right where there's the nice big retirement village, and the shuttles actually come straight from those retirement villages to Mahara Place. So, doing that research in the beginning really did benefit me now. I've seen the rewards now from that. I guess the other piece of advice is sort of ask for help. I'm quite a Miss Independent, and I nearly killed myself at the beginning trying to do everything myself. But eventually when I realised that actually I need to ask for help, it definitely made things much easier. And rely on your family supports as well. For me, family and friends was huge. I roped my dad into pretty much setting up my clinic for me. He built my whole office, and he was fantastic. But without him and my family networks, I wouldn't be where I am today, because as a lot of you know, it's quite expensive to set up a business. I've started literally from scratch all on my own, so I had to sort of save where I could, and that involved dragging family and friends into it as much as I could, and I still do. And I guess something else as well would be making sure you get sort of a good accountant and a lawyer, because for me, being new in business, I had no idea what I was doing in that regard. And I did start off with somebody who I didn't quite have a great relationship with, and just sort of talked to me in a lot of jargon. And I'm someone that needs to understand what's going on in the background. And so I eventually did end up switching and finding someone that spoke to me in my language and in a way that made me feel confident in what I was doing. So I really highly recommend sort of finding someone that you trust and that you feel like you've got a really good rapport with, because I think that was quite important for me, being new. And I guess something else that I picked up along the way is I went last year to the International Women's Day lunch, and I really apologise because I cannot remember which of the 3 speakers it was that mentioned this, but she said, if unsure, do it anyway. And I think her father had given her that advice, and that's something that I just keep in the back of my head all the time is, if I'm not sure, just do it anyway, because, hey, you fall off the horse, you get back on again. So, and I guess, as a lot of you would know, with business, when there's those lows, there's also some highs too. So just keep going, just keep putting each foot in front of the other.